Hello everyone, my name is Eric Topazna with Innovate Partners, and today I'll walk through one example of scenario modeling as it relates to playoff revenue within the Anaplan platform. Anaplan is an entirely cloud-based planning platform that enables you to take care of all your core finance needs and, as you will see today, much, much more, freeing us from disconnected systems and spreadsheet hell, in all honesty. Especially with scenarios as volatile and as financially significant as playoffs, we need to be as agile as possible. This is going to be a demonstration of how quick and intuitive modeling and communicated anticipated playoff performance can and should be for your team. So taking a look at this page here, accessed directly in your browser, here you have your key metrics at a glance, but of course, you'll hear me sound like a broken record in saying Anaplan is entirely configurable and extremely flexible for your team's needs. If you would rather see KPIs displaying drop counts or related expenses, you can easily have them displayed here as well. Or if you would prefer a different layout, you can simply drag and drop these different grid cards, as we call them, to wherever you need them by simply selecting this edit pencil button and clicking and dragging wherever you would like and however you would like to configure this page. Of course, you will only be able to access this edit function with the proper permissions, and that's something that your team will set up. You also have scenario buttons available. Again, let's get you out of version control mess with spreadsheets. Here you have the ability to build unique scenarios managed by a single dropdown and a couple of buttons here. So as you can see here, you have forecast. We have March reforecast to react to those, let's say, trading deadlines, or even custom scenarios to compare different playoff outcomes side by side. Anaplan can handle as many scenarios as your team requires at no additional cost or performance trade-offs. So let's get modeling. When we scroll down here, what you have is the ability to set game types and whether you expect them to be played or not. So let's say you expect to make the playoffs at a higher seed. So you're not going to be playing play-in. As soon as you make these adjustments here, Anaplan will account for those changes in real time. So we should be seeing the change reflected here, play-in numbers, total revenue by round, as well as even these numbers should be changed as well. So if I'm not going to be playing play-in, I simply select no, and I can copy and paste. And you can see Anaplan is making that change in real time below. Say this reminds you of a new edit that you need to make for your deep run scenario, let's say. Simply select from the drop down, select deep run, and you can see here that it's actually incomplete in the NBA Finals section. So I'm going to scroll to the right. I'm going to copy and paste. Let's say I expect a good run, so I want all 7 games to be played. Paste it across, similar functionality that we're all used to. I'm going to select the same. I'm going to say we're going to enter in a higher seed, so we expect our home games to play out this way. And you can see Anaplan is going to automatically make that adjustment here. You can see the financial impact is quite dramatic from conference finals to NBA finals. Well, that's because Anaplan's automatically accounting for the increase in ticket price and subsequent prices for all these different line items for that case for this finals rounds that you have set up, or in this case that I've set up down here. So we can see all these calculations and all the financial impact below. We can see more visualizations, but these input rates below are going to be what's driving all those different numbers here. So what I have here is revenue totals by round. You can see your per capita rate inputs. These can be inputted just line by line or just copy and pasted down. And when I scroll even further down, you can see the rest of your different inputs here. You can see all your tickets sold, tickets comp, the show rates. We can see the ancillary revenue escalators, suites by SRO. You can set ticket revenue. Whatever the case may be, we have it included here. Now, again, when I say that, you're not limited to what you can see here. If you have multiple, let's say, legal entities, for instance, separated by your arena company and athletics, and you want to set premium and gate splits across those entities, you can easily do so. So let's say if we had those entities split here for this escalator, it would simply be a sub column between the arena company and the athletics company or your organization right here as well. Or let's say instead of a flat rate per capita for parking, let's say, right now it's just a flat input here. Let's say I want to account for premium seat allocations. You can absolutely do so as well if you have stalls dedicated for specific premium seats. That's something that we've seen before. So you can get as detailed as you need. And finally, let's say you're happy with all of your inputs and you're confident in the scenario that you've cooked up. If this is the case, then you can scroll up and select Lock Scenario, preventing further inputs and committing what you have built out directly to your forecast for the rest of your model beyond playoff revenue. As you can imagine, there is a whole world of possibilities now, leveraging and connecting the insights from this page alone. So for instance, maybe you want to use these expectations to drive hiring actions within your sales force to lock in these revenue targets, or maybe within facilities to increase part-time heads to meet demand. Whatever the case may be, Anaplan can intuitively fit your business with minimal lift and full business end user ownership. That means no IT and no specialist needed. So let's continue this conversation to explore why Anaplan is being used by your peers today and discuss how it can be your next best fit. Cheers and good luck to a great season.